Welcome to an edition of Hot, Hip, and Happening. I'm Kyle, and I'll be your host. And I'll also be your guide as we trip the light fantastic down these roads of adventure and new discoveries. Today we're in this beautiful oasis called Sarasota, tucked right in the middle of the central west coast of Florida. So come with me and let's have some fun and let's find out what's hot, hip, and happening in this fair city. So right now, we're at one of the hottest locations in downtown Sarasota, Louis Modern. They're known for their delicious foods and signature cocktails. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see what's hot, hip, and happening inside, all right? So come on, let's have some fun. So right now, I've just cozied up to the bar here at Louis Modern, and I'm here with my man Zach, bartender, and he's gonna whip up one of these famous cocktails that I keep hearing about around town.
So today we're going to be making our North Palm cocktail. It's kind of what we're known for. It's named after the street we're located on, North Palm Avenue, here in sunny Sarasota. It's basically our take on a modernized blood orange old fashioned. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a cedar plank here. We get out all our pyro tendencies. Nice and flaming.
That's hot.
I'm going to take a rocks glass and extinguish the flame with that. Get nice and smoked. Let's seal it for a bit, just to make sure it's all trapped in there.
Hence, hot, hip, and happening, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to take we use our Old Forester bourbon here. But we'll take any old bourbon you like. Do about 1 ounce and 3/4. Put in your shaker. A little Disaronno Amaretto, do 0.75 ounces. Take about a 1/2 ounce of lime. 1 ounce of blood orange marmalade that we actually prepare in-house.
Wow.
And to sweeten it up a little bit, just do a dash of simple syrup. Not too much, you don't want to over sweeten it. We'll do a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. This is a standard bitters that we use in our. Still the ice.
It's a nice looking shaker you got there, man.
Like to keep things modern. Release the smoke.
Wow.
Fresh ice.
Smoking hot, ladies and gentlemen. Smoking hot.
Strain over a fresh ice. Garnish with an orange peel.
Whoa.
And here we have our North Palm here at Louis Modern.
Wow, that's an old fashioned. You mind if I partake?
Help yourself.
Thank you. Here's looking at you. Whoa. That's a Manhattan. Thank you so very much for that.
It's my pleasure, man.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So right now, we're in the kitchen of Louis Modern, along with Jose, one of the chefs here at Louis. And Jose is going to whip up a dish that's nice, simple, and easy for the guys such as myself out there to gain us cool points with our ladies. Now, my girl just asked me, Kyle, what's for dinner? Right. Like, I'm like a bull in a china shop when it comes to maneuvering in the kitchen, just like a lot of guys out there. You know who you are. So Jose's going to whip up something for us so that we can get some cool points with our ladies, and it's going to taste delicious. Right, Jose?
Yes.
All right, man.
All right, guys. We're gonna be presenting one of our new plates for this summer, and I'm gonna be using something that is very rich, which is spaghetti squash. And 2 tips about this dish is that we gotta keep the crunchy texture of the dish, and we gotta keep the color of the dish. Okay.
Ah, excellent, excellent. That sounds yummy, man.
Ingredients are gonna be snow peas, shallots, asparagus, ragout vegetables, which is yellow squash, zucchini, onions, eggplant, pearl onions, and of course the spaghetti squash. So this is our plate. I'm gonna start adding some butter to it.
Okay.
It's gonna be about 2 ounces of the butter. We don't wanna make it very greasy.
All right.
Okay. So now we're gonna add the shallots to it. We are gonna give him this flavor of the shallots, which is kind of like onions and garlic. It's very rich on.
Ah, excellent. Now where are you from? If you
I'm
don't
from
mind asking?
originally from Mexico City.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
So I
man.
grew
Beautiful.
up one of those places where we got so much food. My whole family, they were really, really good cooks, and I grew up looking at them. My
All right.
mom, my sister. So
So you were always into cooking,
Always
huh?
into cooking.
Excellent, man. Excellent.
now we're
Excellent.
gonna add all the vegetables, which is no peas. Good vegetables.
Okay.
Her onions,
Ah, beautiful.
asparagus.
I love the colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we don't want to lose the color of the vegetables.
Uh-huh,
So it's going to be very gently. You see that start getting a little bit dry. You can add a little bit more butter.
Oh, okay.
It's up to your
Okay.
choice.
So that's the key, huh?
That's
Just
the
add
key.
a little butter to keep it nice and fresh looking. Yeah, beautiful.
You want to add a little bit of salt,
Beautiful.
a little bit of pepper.
See, I like the way you do that. See, when I'm at home, I'm just like this.
Yeah, and you want to add the salt and the pepper. Actually, so all the flavors come together. And
Okay.
I always say when like for me, when I like having a special, I always do it when like I'm calm and I have time to do it. So you take the time, you take, you know,
Okay.
to do it right.
Ah, excellent, man.
So we are gonna
That's a good point. You see, if I tried to do that, the vegetables would probably fly up against the wall or something like that.
And I'm gonna add a little bit of herbs, which is cilantro,
Okay.
poblano, and scallions.
That's a nice looking dish there, man. Look at that dish there.
At the bottom of the pan, I'm gonna be using some char poblano, romesco.
Okay, sharp poblano with the rest of them. Now, what is that exactly?
It's a mild, how do you say that? A mild pepper.
Okay.
It's
a
not
mild
really
pepper.
spicy.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Poblano peppers. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna come on top of the plate.
Ah, that's a beautiful looking dish too.
We're just gonna garnish it with some pumpkin seeds on top.
Ah, pumpkin
Actually,
seeds.
Toasted pumpkin seeds.
It's good for you.
And this is our new plate for the summer at Luis Modern.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Mind if I taste?
Go ahead.
Ah, excellent. So, I'm gonna dip some of the spaghetti squash in here. Get some of the nice poblano sauce. Ladies, you're gonna love this. Fellas, you're gonna love to make it. I want to thank Jose here
You're welcome.
for taking the time with us and showing us this lovely dish and giving us some excellent pointers and so on. I want to continue to talk with my mouth full because I'm gonna keep eating this and everything like that. But thank you, Jose.
Thanks
I
for
really
coming.
appreciate it, man.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Blessed. Thank you, man. Thank you. Bon appetit. Thank you, fellas, very much. I really
welcome.
appreciate it. I'm humbled, and you did a great job. Thank you. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Kyle.
Thank you. Yeah. Wow, it's a beautiful day out here today. What better way to spend a beautiful day than to go shopping? And what better place to go shopping than Saks Fifth Avenue? So let's go inside. I managed to make my way out to University Town Center. We're going to step inside with a friend of mine, Sally, and she's going to tell us a little bit about Saks Fifth Avenue and everything they have going on. So this should be an array of surprises, and I'm counting on her to show us what's going on. How you doing there, Sally?
Hey, Kyle. It's good to see you.
Excellent. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. Sally's the marketing director here at Saks Fifth Avenue, and she's going to help us out.
I'm going to help you out because you know what? You're a hot, hip, and happening guy, and you're in the right place. Welcome.
So, Sally, tell me a little bit about Saks Fifth Avenue, particularly here in the new mall.
Well, we opened in October, and we doubled our size. So we used to be located in Sarasota at Westfield, and so we were really excited. We were working on this for years to happen. So this store is the first Saks Fifth Avenue new store in 10 years.
Wow.
So it really was exciting to be part of it, the process. So we went from one level to two. We launched what we call 10022 Shoes, which is the amazing shoe department we have that has over 1,000 pair of shoes.
Wow.
And we brought back this wonderful men's department. We hadn't been carrying men's for a while. So we brought back the men's department, which everybody in town is really excited about. And we added 20 designer shops throughout the store.
Wow.
20.
20 designer shops.
Yep.
Man,
And
how in
then
the world do you fit 20
I
designer shops?
know, on 2 floors.
Oh.
And then what's really great, I know a guy like you
Ah,
who likes to be out and about, having a good time, showing the ladies where to go. There's a restaurant called Sophie's at Saks upstairs.
beautiful.
So I'll
beautiful.
show that to you, too.
And I've heard about this restaurant. I hear it's beautiful, nice, clean, elegant. So, how do you feel about dressing me up for tonight? I mean, I might need a little help.
Just a little. I'd love to do that. In fact, I've got some great ideas for you. And, you know, I think it's important that we look at looks that you can go from work to play and still look really great, you know, with a modern edge. And I really want you to invest in some great items that you can use in many ways. You know, I know you travel a lot, and you just got to really be able to use those items and, you know, have a lot of variety
Okay.
in what you wear. So come on back and I'll show you
Sort
what
of
I picked out.
multifunctional, if you will.
Definitely.
Excellent, excellent. I feel like James Bond. Voila. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Sally do a great job of what?
Kyle, I think you look really terrific.
Thank you, thank you.
You look great.
Thanks to you.
Oh, well, you're welcome. I love to do this. So this, as you know, is sand, the collection sand,
Okay.
and it has kind of a Scandinavian design, which makes it really modern, and you're a pretty
Okay.
modern guy. So I think that that's great. You know, it's an Italian line, it's new, it's exclusive at Saks. So I think it's really terrific. What I love about this is, you know, you're a busy guy. And you know, you go from work to play, and I think you really need to be purchasing great quality clothing, things that will last, and things that you can use in many different ways. So, you know, so remember we talked about this jacket,
Oh, yes.
and like you would come from work possibly, you know,
Okay.
wearing that. So, you know, don't be afraid to mix up a casual shirt like this. So you'd be coming from work, you know, and you'll have this great tie for your work look, and simply when you go out, you know, take it off and unbutton it, and I think you look really great.
I'm ready to hit the town.
Yeah, it's ready to hit the town, you know, and you can wear this really with a lot of your other suits. You know, don't be afraid to mix it up with like just a charcoal pant. You know, even to go a white shirt would be really classic for work.
Excellent.
So you can use it in a lot of ways. I love that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You know, and then also don't be afraid too. You know, these trousers, you know, when you're purchasing something for fun, you can wear them to work, but they might be a little casual for your work. So, you know, bring them along, but you know, there's something that would be great at a beach party as well. You know, so multi-use, and I love cuffing them. That's very hip. And no socks.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, and
She
no
said
socks.
hip.
You're hip.
Hot,
You're
hip, and happening. There
you
we
know,
have it,
and
ladies
then
and
the
gentlemen.
other thing is, you know, you get some good-looking trousers that fit you, you know, pants, and they're always your go-to pants. There's nothing wrong with buying a couple pair, right?
Okay,
so you
that's-
always
that's
have
true.
them on hand.
Hey, that there's a restaurant of some sort here.
Of some sort.
Of
There
some sort.
is. There is. There's a restaurant.
is.
It's called Sophie's at Saks. It's a great spot. It's got a wonderful little bar. It's a nice intimate restaurant. You want to go see it?
Oh yeah,
It's
certainly,
upstairs. Let's go see
certainly.
it.
Excellent, excellent. So Sally, tell me a bit about Sophie's and the whole concept and how this came about. Whatever. I've never really seen a restaurant in an actual department store.
Well, you know, it's likely that you wouldn't have, Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, because there really aren't many restaurants inside stores.
Ah.
So Saks Fifth Avenue, being a luxury specialty store,
Mm-hmm.
has had a restaurant in the New York store, several, in fact.
Wow.
So in 2014, we opened Sophie's in the Chicago store in the men's department.
Okay.
And that was the first Sophie's. So it was the first time there was a restaurant outside of New York. And then when we opened this store in October of 2014, we opened a Sophie's restaurant. So this is actually the second Sophie's of all Saks Fifth Avenue.
Wow. You see, Sarasota, you should feel special.
Sarasota is special.
This is true.
So we love having the restaurant. We serve lunch and dinner, a light dinner, a tapas.
Okay.
And so the restaurant is open the same hour as Saks is open.
Okay.
So it's really just a great social environment, you know, when you're shopping, to be able to come to a mall like the University of Town Center and to be able to come someplace and have a drink, a glass of champagne, a lunch or light tapas, before they close at 7:30.
Okay, so it's more or less like a tapas bar, would you say?
Yeah, I would say it's a tapas bar for at night, but
Okay.
really it's become a really wonderful social place for lunch. Both business people come and even people who are shopping. So we've got a great menu. In fact, they just changed it up.
Okay, okay. Oh, wow, there's an outside deck as well?
Yes, there is.
Look at this. Now, this would be an excellent date spot. My girl would love this.
I agree.
I had a girl.
I think it's a great date spot. You're right on. I love that. And also, you know what? It has an amazing sunset.
Ah, I can see that. I mean, look at the nice palm trees out here. It's nice and open. I love this.
And you
I
know
love
what's
it.
really great, Kyle, about it is when you come here, it's not the hustle and bustle of so many restaurants, which is great if that's what you want. But if you want a nice date night and quiet time to spend with your gal, this would be a great
Oh,
spot.
man. And I love that it's just so relaxed. It's very tranquil out here. And thank you for helping me stay in the know and hot, hip, and happening. Thank you. One of the wonderful things about this beautiful oasis called Sarasota is that it's right on the water. So we're at the beach, and as you can see, there are a number of people out here enjoying themselves, engaging in boating, kayaking, and what we're going to do today is stand-up paddleboarding. I'm here today with my friend Rob Aliferi of Sarasota Paddleboarding.
Yeah,
He's going to give us some brief instructions so that I don't
Yeah.
break my neck and everything like that.
you'll be fine.
Excellent,
I
excellent.
always say that if you can stand up, you can stand up.
Yeah, it's like walking and chewing bubble gum.
Yeah, no, it's pretty simple. And there's, as you said when you were walking up, there's no better way to experience the waterways here in Sarasota County. I mean, we have such beautiful water, and it's amazing how many friends I talk to, and they don't get to experience it. They come out for the first time. They've been hearing about stand-up paddleboarding, and they come out for the first time like it's been awakened. It's newly discovered. But here we've got about 17 people out today that came out to
Wow,
our class.
that's excellent.
And they're all locals.
Oh,
They're-
beautiful. And they're all locals.
Yeah,
really.
they're all locals.
Okay. So it's not just something that the tourists, sort of partake in when they come here. You got the locals involved as well,
Absolutely.
huh? Ah, beautiful. So now, how did paddleboarding come about? Is it something that sort of like evolved from surfing, or
Yeah.
what?
That's a good question. So most of it, the popular origins are from Hawaii, the birthplace of surfing, which actually touts itself now as the birthplace of stand-up paddleboarding.
Ah, okay.
So whenever you had waves, you would surf, and then
uh-huh.
whenever you didn't have waves and there were flat days, they would paddle around on their boards.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes they would even paddle the ancient Hawaiians from island to island on the top of boards.
Okay.
So then it migrated to California and became very popular there. And then, of course, a couple of years later, it's over on the East Coast over here.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, when did you get into it?
I got into it about 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
With a friend of mine that moved here from Oahu.
Okay.
And he was a surfer and a stand-up paddleboard surfer. And he took me out in front of Lido, and we just jumped on 12-foot longboards about 22 inches wide with
Wow.
paddles and paddled around that way. And that was my first experience of stand-up paddling.
Excellent, excellent, man, because you've become like the premier stand-up paddleboard instructor. and whatnot,
The
so-
Pied Piper of
Yeah,
paddle.
exactly. So I feel safe. So I'm putting myself in my safety and basically my life in your hands. When
You'll be fine. You'll
all
be
right,
fine.
excellent, excellent. That was on point. Shoot, oh man, I'm addicted. Thank you, Rob, man. I really appreciate it. You're the man. I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thanks for hanging out with me once again in this beautiful paradise, Sarasota. We're humbled, and until next time, we'll see you on another episode of What's Hot, Hip, and Happening.